That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah? The night of the angel and the Holy Spirit, but the word holy there is not in the Arabic.
It's the Holy Spirit.
Only spirits.
That's the same thing in the verse. In the verse of the Quran, is a ruh.
The night.
So Jibril.
Again, it says the night the angels, plural, more than one.
The angels
and
the spirits descended by the permission of their Lord for every decree.
So it's the same principle in the same ayah.
So this is telling me
Jibril coming by the descendants, by the qadr of Allah, to Maryam to give her the.
How do you know that Jibril isn't one of the angels?
No.
The angels and Jibril.
Yes, no, it doesn't. There's no Jibril here. Right here, there's no Jibril.
Okay, so basically, Jibril is the leader of angels. So whenever he says, let's say you are David,
does the Quran say this?
Leader of an army. No, I'm explaining to you why they say. He says that al-malaika wal-ruh. And then he comes, he's leading an army, and he's heading the army is Jibril himself. So because it's a great night, the night of power is a great night. We believe as a Muslim in Ramadan, it comes. So the whole angels will come with the ruh to send the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Is Jibril an angel?
Yes. Of course he's an angel.
So why do you have angels and spirits?
To separate
and
to specify.
Let's say Alexander the Great, he had an army.
Okay.
Was he a fighter?
Yes, he was.
So if he says the fighters and Alexander the Great came to fight so
Alexander the Great is a title. His name and a title.
Okay.
Is the spirits Jibril's name and title?
Yes. Jibril is his name. Ar-Ruh is his title. This is we as a Muslim. I'm telling you how we believe it. So you wanna like it or not? Any scholar.
But just to be clear, nowhere in the Quran does it call Jibril the Ruh. Yeah.
Let me finish this. No. Any scholars.
Okay.
Muslim scholars. If you tell them who is Ar-Ruh, they will tell you Jibril.
Okay. But in the Quran, it's not there, yeah?
Yeah, but that's given by the our religion. It has got the Quran
and the Hadith and the Sunnah and the Sirah.
Going back. Whenever we refer to Ar-Ruh in the Quran, we refer to Jibril. So whenever we say Ar-Ruh came, so straight away is Jibril.
Okay.
If that
but the Quran doesn't say that.
Even it doesn't have to say that because it's saying Ruh, and we understand.
Going back to the verse that you mentioned first.
All right.
I know. The meaning
just of that clarifying.
Now, that is clear for you. Now your misconception is gone because you don't have to say.
So then, when you go to Surah 66, verse 12, and it tells you
66.
Yeah, 66. So that is no, that's 19. So it says that.
Let me read the original.
No worries. So that is Tarim, yeah. So go to verse 12 or ayah 12.
Ayah 12. Yeah.
Okay.
الله الذي خلق
سبع سماوات من الأرض مثلهن وتنزلنا الأمر بينهن لتعلموا أن الله على كل شيء قدير وأن الله أحاط بكل شيء علما.
Okay, so Allah there is the one who is blowing His spirits into Mary. Yeah, 12. Okay.
Wait, what?
12. 1, 2.
الله الذي خلق سبع سماوات من الأرض مثلهن. Means Allah created the seven.
What are you saying?
66, 12. 12, yeah?
12, yeah.
So Mary, who guarded her chastity, yeah?
No, there's nothing to do with Mary.
Then that's not 12 then.
Maybe mean 11.
Yeah, that's 11.
Where's 12? 1, 2.
That's 12.
12, yes, that's the
end of the surah.
Okay, you read where you have it.
That's the end of the surah.
Okay.
الله الذي خلق سبع سماوات من الأرض مثلهن.
Oh, there's a camera.
فتنزلنا الأمر بينهن لتعلموا أن الله على كل شيء قدير. Created everything so you can know Allah is able to do anything. وإن Allah knows everything you do.
So this one here.
Okay. Oh yeah, the next one أخي. ومريم ابنة عمران التي أحسنت فرجها فنفخنا به من روحنا.
You need to understand now. Arabic language, when we say ruhina, he's ruh. Wait, he has ruh. He has ruh.
Sure.
Okay, so when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we as a Muslim we believe in another surah, in another ayah, it says inna ruha min amri rabbi. He says a ruh is in the hand of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So whenever he sends you, he makes you alive, he sends ruh into you.
Okay.
But whenever he says referring to ruhina here is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has got the souls of all human beings. So he will send one of his souls to Maryam, which is when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decreed for me to be born by my mother.
Okay.
He will send ruh from there, which is he made me.
Okay.
So that's what he's referring to. The ruh from Allah that to form Isa alayhi salam as a human being. So not a spirit here, is a ruh. تعرف الروح؟ الروح soul.
Okay. So here Allah is the one doing it, yeah?
No,
Allah is the one who's sending the soul, yeah?
To all of us.
Yeah?
To all of us.
So Allah is the one who sends the soul, yeah?
Yes. He said we are going to send. We are going to send. Allah
so it's Allah, yeah?
Allah is the one who's going to send the soul.
Okay, awesome. Now, if you look at Surah 19:17, it says that the Spirit of Allah is the one who comes and tells Mary that I will give you a pure son.
No, he doesn't say that.
Okay.
Read it in Arabic.
Sure thing.
Let me read that. Sounds like Quran is more complicated than Arabic.
That's fine. So, let me split on you.
Yeah, what was it? 19 what?
So this one here. He responded.
قال إنما أنا رسول ربك ليهب لك علما زكيا.
Okay, say one. Now you need to know, you need to distinguish what Jibreel is doing with Maryam.
Okay.
So you start from here. It says, I am a messenger from Allah.
Okay.
Okay. لأهب لك غلاما زكيا. So I've been sent by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with a message of ruh.
It doesn't say. Yeah.
I sent to bless you with a pure son.
Okay.
So he's as a messenger, he has nothing to do. You basically, if he send a royal man guy, you send a post to me, royal man guy will take it and give it to me. That's whatever what message that you want to send me is from you. He's not. He's only a messenger. So now he's clarifying his position. I am not the one who's giving you the soul. I'm only a messenger from Allah. Allah wanted to give you a pure son. Carry on.
But it doesn't say Allah here.
He says no.
Yeah.
He's Jibreel.
قال
He only
إنما
brings a
أنا
message.
رسول ربك.
Listen, Jibreel, that's his role. His role is to bring a message. So it's a monopoly.
Message, yeah.
Jibreel, he brings message from Allah to prophets, to people. So that's his role.
Yeah.
So whenever he says I came with a message, his message can only come from Allah.
But
so Jibreel does not act from
he
from
doesn't
himself.
say I came with a message. That's not what he says
No,
here.
he says,
I am only a messenger from you, Lord. What's the purpose of being a messenger if you're not going to deliver
a message? So why would he mention a messenger if he's not a messenger?
He is stating his role.
Yes.
He's the role of a messenger. That's fine.
Okay.
But why is he the one here to bless her with a pure son?
No,
Yeah, that's Allah. A blessing from Allah. That's a blessing from
But
Allah.
that's not what it says here, no?
He says to give you a pure son.
Okay, so
this now is
the
different.
messenger is giving her a pure son.
Yeah, just like
So
a royal
then
man
why
guy will
is
give
it
you a
in
post.
Surah 66:12, Allah is the one that blows the spirit inside of her? So which one is it?
No. One is a message with a glad tidings. The one who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he does not blow
But
anything.
it doesn't-
No, he did not blow anything. Regardless wherever.
فنفخنا means I give you.
No,
This
wait.
is the Quran
Allah
explanation.
subhanahu wa ta'ala when he says
فنفخنا doesn't mean, it means blow, but it's not the purpose.
لا ترجم لأنه القرآن كله لازم يفهم كامل. أنت قاعد ما تقدر تروح بالآية بالآية. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is doing is through angels. So whenever he says I'm going to do this, let's say if in the day of judgment when the trumpet is blown, he says he will say that we will blow the trumpet. Does it mean that Allah is the one who's going to blow it?
I don't know.
His
Is it?
order. That's his order. So whenever he says that's my order for my angel to do this. So basically, it is the ruh from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But whatever he says, wherever the people that do it, he says that's as if like I am doing it. Do you understand where it's happening?
Okay, so again,
Even when he says وَرَفَخْنَا فِيهَا مِنْ رُوحِنَا, it's not necessary that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did it himself. He is done through other means. It can be anything that he chooses. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala never he can choose any
so
means.
what's the point of the ruh appearing to Mary as a man? What's the point of that?
Sometimes not to scare her, Sometimes because sometimes we believe
But
that
she was scared anyway.
Jibril, if he comes in his form, according to us
Yeah,
Muslims,
he cannot die.
nobody can comprehend
Insane,
the image.
yeah.
That's
It's
us
like-
now.
it's like
So-
we
you
cover the
like-
horizon.
His
In
power.
another surah, in another surah, في سورة الإسراء، إيش هي السورة اللي لما قال سورة المعراج؟
سورة الإسراء والمعراج.
لما يقول
So how did Muhammad see Gabriel? How?
Jibril comes in different shapes and form, whatever
Yeah,
he needs.
man.
He comes in a man. Sometimes he speaks, you can't see.
So did he come to Muhammad as a man?
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe,
Yes,
maybe.
Yeah, we don't know.
Not accurate.
Allah didn't mention that, but we
Maybe,
do
yes.
know that.
Wait. There's a hadith. Okay, there is one hadith. There is one hadith that he came
That
in the form
talks
of
about
man
it.
with a white beard, with a white thobe, with a white cloth and everything. Replacing that, he's not. The idea for it is he does not look like he's a traveler, because when if you travel back in the day, you'll be covered in dust and everything. So whenever they say this, in a white dress, basically, it doesn't look like he's someone that has been traveling. So the angel, the companion, they asked him, how come he's so kind of clean and everything, and he's not local, he's a stranger. So that's why he's describing him. But he came as a man, in the form of a man, yes.
And why?
But that's he chose to come in different forms. I mean, we don't say why he's like this. We see the essence of the message.
So,
the essence of the message, he came to teach us.
The
about
first
Islam.
time that they met in the cave, what form was he in?
He might be a human,
What's
yes.
up with
Because Muhammad thought that he was a demon.
With Muhammad. Wait, صلي على النبي. نعم.
The first time,
نعم، أصبر.
in the Hira cave,
Is Muhammad confirmed that he's a demon, or he thought he was a
he
demon?
thought he was a demon.
Do you know that we believe Muhammad is a human?
Sure.
Do you know that Muhammad he can get something wrong if he's not a prophet?
Okay.
If he's not a prophet, before he was a prophet.
Okay.
Before he was sent, he's a normal human being. So okay, now he's being picked and chosen to deliver a message. So the message comes to him as a shock. I am in a cave. I'm trying to meditate. Okay, and this man come to me and he's giving me a message. I thought.
Oh, hey, how's it going? How's it going?
As a normal human being, he can interpret that appearance.
As a demon.
He can interpret it this way. Yes, why not? What's the problem?
If a human being,
What's the problem?
if a human
What's the
being,
problem with that though? Yeah, you need to explain to me what's
because
the problem.
I don't see why you would see a human being and they'll be commanding
No,
you
if
to
if
read.
you are in a cave, very dark, by yourself, nobody walking with you to the place, and a man just appears in front of you like this.
Yeah.
What would you think he is?
Can I think
What
it's
would
a
you think
demon?
he is?
I think it's a dude, a man,
A dude,
not
wait,
a demon.
A dude that come supernatural. He's not
It's in
natural.
your-
But
Do you think what do you think he's a natural?
if he comes in the form of a
answer
man,
my question.
I would say yes, it's a man.
Do you think he's a natural?
Yes.
You would think it's
Because
normal for you.
it's a man.
It's normal for you to work to be surrounded in a one place, and then something appear to you just like that, and you think it's a
But
man.
it's a man.
Can I do that to you?
Yes, you can. Yes. So
And if I do that, what do I have? What do I have? What do I have if I do
That's
that?
the hair.
As a head.
Yeah. But again, I wouldn't think you're a demon
Why would you think that?
because you're a human being.
He appears like a human being, but you know, it's people like ourselves, people that lived in the Middle East, anything that comes like this, we think, oh, he might be a jinni. A jinni is a creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There's a good, there's a bad as well. So that's what he thinks, not a demon, jinni. Jinni, a jinn is people that has got a right to live. They have a right to be around us as well.
Can I get that again,
Do
please?
you understand? So he thought he was a jinni, not a demon. Okay, I don't know what jinni for yourself, if you understand. If you have a different understanding of a jinni,
Again, I
for
feel
us,
like that's just
but that's irrelevant though. I don't know.
digressing from the main topic.
So what's
Let's
the point of that though? What did you want to prove?
My main point was that the Quran, according to the Quran,
Yes.
the person who appears to Mary is the one who gives her the pure son. The person that appears to Mary in the form of a man, according
that's
to
your
the
understanding. That's your
Quran, is the one who gives her the pure son. But
If I give
again,
you 100% I
He
read the Quran,
was
will
a
never have
messenger.
this belief.
He was a messenger. So if you get a reward from a king,
yes,
and you get this reward, who gave you the reward? Was it me as the messenger or the king?
okay, well, it depends then. That's a technicality. Because if you are the one being sent by the king to give me a reward, then you gave me the reward, but it is from the king. Okay? So then you cannot then say that the king
So
is the
I was
one.
the messenger, the person who is being, the person who gave you the reward is the king. You can't
He
just
was
change
just
that.
Sure.
delivering a message. He was
Yeah,
just
that's it.
delivering a message.
So again,
Done deal, right?
was Jibril sent to give Mary the spirits? Oh, just the news. But that's not what the Quran says.
No, that's
The
what the
Quran
Quran
clearly
says.
says.
It doesn't say that.
He says, I'm a messenger. If he says, I'm
Yeah,
a messenger,
he says
then
that
he came
I'm a
with the
messenger.
message.
That's fine.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
it doesn't say that he only came there to give her a message, because then afterwards it will describe that then Mary got pregnant.
Well, we,
Yeah,
we
because,
have
of Allah,
another
because of Allah will. How did
No,
Adam?
no, we have another example. What's that? No.
Zakaria.
Zakaria, yes.
John.
No, but that
That's another example.
that one
You can't change
literally
it now.
says
No, this is another example.
that
right?
one literally says, I am here to give you glad tidings. So that one literally means that yes,
So-
he's there to inform them. That's fine.
No.
So that's the same
You
for
need to be
us.
consistent.
Okay.
We are
You need to be
consistent.
consistent.
Okay, okay.
Our understanding-
So
our
pause.
Tell me,
Pause.
where do you see the difference?
Pause. So, in that instance, right, there isn't another verse somewhere else in the Quran that then describes how Zechariah was, or Yahya, sorry.
Imagine,
Yeah, how Yahya was given birth to, right?
but look,
But then the problem is that for the Mary version, you have two accounts
So did the
of how
angel-
Isa came.
You'll have
the
more.
angel-
You'll have more even in the hadith.
For
you'll have
Zechariah.
different-
You know, but
No,
Quran-
wait,
Quran only,
Let
Quran
me
only.
tell you something, brother. Here is basically, it's our Quran, if he's going to give the full detail of every story that happened, for us it's khabar. It's basically, it's a news. For us, it's for us to tell us what happened, but how it happens, going into this and that, it does not add anything to the fact that we believe that Jesus was given by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. His soul was being put into Maryam, but as a miracle.
Like what happened with the ayah.
So she never,
there is no
she's
difference.
a virgin. Do you
There
believe
is.
Mary is a
I don't
virgin?
think there was a
Do you
difference.
believe Mary is a virgin?
Sure.
We believe Mary
However-
is a virgin. So we believe Mary is a virgin.
Did Jibreel
By a
also
man.
go to Zechariah and tell him about
And
that?
we believe
I don't think it was Jibril.
You don't think it's Jibril?
It wasn't Jibril, it was Zechariah.
We believe it's Jibril.
It doesn't say Jibril, so that's
that's
fine.
why.
No, again, we telling you that there is consensus is Jibril. No one else would go to.
I'm just saying that
any of
it
the
doesn't
other
tell you,
prophets to
that's
tell
all.
them
So
anything.
if it doesn't
Well,
say,
Yeah.
for us it doesn't negate if it's not Jibreel, because he's done it so many times. He's the one that goes to all prophets and everything and give them messages and everything. Unless specifically, if the messenger, if the angel is changed, then the name is mentioned. They said at that event, maybe this a different angel. They said the Malik of Jibal one day came to the Prophet when he left like
You know,
Taif
I know.
to Mecca, so he was mentioned. He's the angels of mountain. So that is when it's mentioned that they came to the Prophet about that event, it was this and this. Other than that, we always believe the one that takes message to prophets and others is Jibreel alayhi salam.
You know, in Surah 20 and 28, when it talks about Musa meeting Allah in the fire,
meeting who?
meeting Allah in the burning bush.
And then what happened?
So was that Allah or was that Jibril?
The one who spoke to
Yeah.
him directly is Allah.
Okay. So Allah can directly talk to people. Without.
It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop Allah. So Allah
Okay.
subhanahu wa ta'ala can do whatever He wants.
Okay.
Yes.
So he doesn't always need Jibril to go before him
No,
first.
but that's
Yeah.
what I say. Allah, He says, وَكَلَّمَ اللَّهَ مُوسَى تَكْلِيمًا. He says, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Quran Himself, that Allah, He's spoken to Musa.
Okay.
He spoke to him.
Okay. But it wasn't Allah who appeared to Mary.
He doesn't need to. He sent a messenger. He says, "Inni Rasulu Rabbiki." So here he says there is the in the ayah it says there is I am the messenger
Sent
of Allah.
by-
So there is no need for it
Sent
to
by
be-
Allah. But then later we
Like
find out
me being sent
No, no.
by
Sure.
the
You're
king
going
to
back
give you a
again to the
reward.
same.
Sure.
We explain to you
That's-
the same. So okay, is that one event or two events?
Huh?
Is that one event or two?
I
events?
don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure
now
out.
You're intelligent enough to know it's the same event. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will never send a messenger to say that and then another event comes and repeat himself. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He doesn't need to repeat himself. So it's the same event. But you know, in our Quran, the same event can be uttered, can be read differently from a different angle, but at the same time. You were saying the same things, by the way. You said if you watch a football match or something like that.
So, 17, screening herself off from them. Then when we sent, it says our angel here, but that's incorrect because it says ruh. So it should be our spirit. Yeah.
I can't see it.
Because
Yeah.
literally, oh wait, and then we sent,
ايش قاعد يقرا؟
إليها روحنا فتمثل
Yeah,
لها
our spirit.
فتمثل لها
Yeah.
pretended or
You know what
Yeah.
روحنا
Yeah.
هي? Do you want to know what روحنا هي? That's the name of
تكملة
Jibreel. That's the name
فتمثل
of
لها
Jibreel.
بشرا سويا.
so it's not our spirit, yeah?
He
That's
came.
Jibreel.
He
That's
came.
Jibreel.
He came as a human.
Yep.
He came as a human.
Yep.
And that's Jibril.
Okay.
That's Jibreel
And we
Ruhana
told you
Okay.
consistently,
All right.
multiple times,
So,
different examples.
she appealed,
And he came.
I truly seek refuge in the most compassionate from you. So leave me alone if you were God-fearing.
Exactly.
She's a God
Then
lady.
he responded, I am only a messenger from your Lord, sent to bless you with a pure son.
That's in English. In our لأهب لك غلاما زكيا.
So he
he's a
said,
messenger that has got a
only
message
I am a messenger from your Lord,
to give you.
that I
No. This is where
that
the
I
problem
may
is.
bestow
No.
on you
I'm telling
a
you,
son.
Trust me in here. I know my Arabic is my language and I've been speaking for many years. لأهب لك. You speak Arabic, mate. What does it mean? لأهب لك. What does it mean? In English, what is it? To give. Yes.
But it's you giving, yeah? It's
No,
you giving.
You're a messenger.
He's saying, okay, look, in simple English, yeah? Or in simple English.
Yep.
He came to us. He was wrong. He came to us.
Okay.
Jibreel alayhi salam. He
All
came
right.
to us, peace be upon him. Yeah. This is the road that we say Jibreel. Is the road he came
Sure.
to us to convey to us, because we know Jibreel conveys messages.
Okay.
He's the one that is trusted to convey messages to all the prophets. Yeah?
Okay.
So he came to convey the message that Allah is gonna bless you with a son. And then what does she say? Hold on. What does she say after that? How can I?
You wouldn't read it.
No.
Yeah.
What does she say?
How can I have a son
How can I have
when
a
no
son?
man has ever touched me
Exactly.
and I am unchaste? Okay.
Exactly. No, stop there, Akhi. Stop there, brother.
Okay.
Stop there, brother. This is everything. This is everything.
So
how can I?
This translation here is wrong.
This is the miracle. No. If you read it in Arabic, yeah. Look,
Okay.
look, I can give you like 100 translations of the Quran in English. You know what I mean? There's
That's why you
even
need to learn Arabic.
even I can't understand the English, the
Okay.
English of it, because it's thou, wow. You understand?
That's Old English, okay?
Yeah. There's all sorts of translations, yeah. But look, ask anyone who understands Arabic, yeah. We learn Arabic, we read the Quran in Arabic and everything, yeah. It's a simple thing. It's saying to give her the message, and she said, "But how can I?
So
I haven't slept with
when
anyone."
you say this word, it means that I or that you? When you say this word here, what does it mean?
لأهب لك. That's I.
What does that mean?
This is a message from Allah saying to her that I will give you a son.
So I. So it's just I, yeah?
No.
Not Jibreel himself.
Wait.
Is that what you're
لأهب
trying to
لك.
say?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Look, listen. This is. I'm gonna give you this, and it's from Kabira. This is Kabira, by the way. Kabira, give me that for David. Okay, I'm here to give you a bottle. I'm gonna give you a bottle.
Okay.
From Kabira.
Okay.
So who gave you the bottle?
So-
Yes.
You gave me the bottle,
No.
but now, later,
give it to me, give it to
I will not say that Kabira handed me the bottle. I won't say that. It was you who did it.
No, I handed you the bottle. No.
Yes.
Now.
But then I will not say Kabira handed me the bottle.
Now it's
See?
not an object. Now it's not an object. So we leave the object aside. Now it's a news.
Okay.
It's a message. It's a glad tidings.
Okay.
Yes. So basically, what I'm saying is,
Yep.
he's now giving her a news.
Okay.
He says, I'm here to give you the news
Sure.
of that Allah subhanahu wa
Okay.
ta'ala decided to give you a child.
Okay. Then I would say that I heard the message from Jibril, not from Allah.
The message came to her from Jibreel.
But I will say that I heard it not from Jibril, sorry, not from Allah, but from Jibril. So even though it came from Allah through Jibril, I cannot say that Allah is the one I heard.
Was Mary a believer of God?
She was, according to this,
Did
right?
she believe in angels?
I don't know.
No, she didn't.
She
in our
did?
religion, she did. So in our religion,
In this account,
no, in our, you know, Mary, Jesus, and everything. They are.
did she believe in angels before or after?
Before as well, she was a believer.
Okay, well,
Maryam, she was a worshiper. She was a worshiper.
in this
She was a
account,
Muslim. She was a Muslim.
in this account here, she's afraid when he appears to her
in the
for some
Quran,
reason.
in the Quran, yes, she's afraid.
Because let me tell you.
And he appears as a man, by the way.
Then they give her a glad tidings and tell her not to be worried.
He does. He's not going to appear as a dragon or one with 600 wings.
Well, it could be, according to him, potentially.
No, he has so many wings.
Yeah, I know. No, I know.
Of course, yeah.
I know. What I'm saying to you is, yeah, say for example, bro, yeah, like Messenger Muhammad, if you call him, when he came to him, he didn't come to him with his wings and everything. You understand?
How did he come to him?
He came as a man.
نفس السؤال عليه.
So why was he afraid?
But,
Yeah, the same thing.
Well, afraid.
David is
Yeah.
okay, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon
Was
him,
in the cave?
He was in the cave.
By
where he
himself.
always goes to meditate and move away from the madness of
Yeah, almost happening, in the correct, yeah?
Yeah. And imagine, I could just imagine I myself, I'm in a cave all by myself. Nobody ever comes to me.
Yeah.
And suddenly,
A guy's there, yeah?
That's
And he's saying
not a
we
usual
do.
thing.
Huh?
That's not a very usual thing. I was in the cave.
Everybody will freak
I
out.
went myself.
You're
to the
walking in a
cave,
dark alleyway and someone just comes out. You freak out.
Okay.
He's a human, he said.
So she would be scared because she wouldn't expect anyone, and it's not in the tradition of people at that time there that people would just jumping into people. You understand?
Okay.
You get me? There's chastity. Women are like safeguarding themselves and etc. and so on. And this is how it was. Not
So
like now.
it's only the fear from a surprise. That's what you're saying.
This is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent his messenger, his angel, to give Maryam a message.
Okay.
Okay? Just like he did and sent him to many other prophets and messengers that are mentioned in the Bible and mentioned in the Torah and mentioned in the
Zechariah.
You understand?
So what's your point? Again, you go into the same point again and again and again.
The thing is,
Can
regardless,
you just tell us
David, I
that?
understand. Now we're not going to bring this again because we agree.
I am going to bring it
Yes.
again
No,
because
because we made it clear to you or
no,
not?
but you see, even he said that
No,
right?
Okay.
So
you know, every time someone will come, we'll go back to the same thing.
okay.
That's, no.
So
So what's your point?
My main point is this, right? Fundamentally, in the Quran, at least for me, it is not clear if the cause of Isa is the spirits of Allah or Allah Himself.
Okay, can I ask
That's
you?
all.
Can I ask you? Was it no? Was it God in all the cases?
Sorry,
Was it God who gave?
I am not
was
sure
it-
in
no,
this
no, no,
case.
hold on. Was it? It's clear
Because-
from the ayah.
no, because-
who gave the order?
Huh?
Who gave the order?
Who gave the order?
Like the example that I was talking to you.
The Quran doesn't say.
It says clearly.
It doesn't.
I was
So-
sent by God.
Yeah.
It's
So
clear.
I'm a messenger from your Lord.
Yeah, that's it. So
and-
who gave the order?
and I am
if He's a
here.
messenger. Who gave him an order to do?
So
what he
a
said?
messenger is his station. That's his job, right? But now
So who would give him an order?
it appears that he is here to deliver more than news.
Who would give him
But
an
in
order?
fact, he's here to deliver something to her directly. So, but it doesn't seem that way.
What if all of a sudden she
Into
finds
the
herself
soul.
pregnant and she doesn't know?
Well, that's kind of what happens. That's kind of what happens.
This is a mercy.
Yeah.
This is a mercy from the Creator
But-
to tell her that this is happening. And
My
it's a
my
miracle
only
like
point.
this miracle.
My only point is the direct cause Allah or Jibril?
No, that
Because-
doesn't matter.
yeah.
That doesn't matter, my brother.
For me, it does.
No, okay.
I'm just curious.
No, but at the end, in conclusion,
Yep.
who gave the order in all the cases that we discussed?
I don't know. Because
That's
we looked at Surah 19:17 and
You-
Surah.
By saying I don't know,
66:12.
that's not very
No,
genuine.
it is. I'm also being
very
genuine.
sorry about that.
Just because
It's
reading.
very clear from that ayah that we read multiple times here that he was just a messenger.
But show me anywhere in this ayah
was given
where
the
it
order.
says that he was given an order. Anywhere. Here.
He was sent as a messenger.
The word order isn't
Did you
here.
agree that he said he was sent as a messenger?
No, that's not what he said.
Did you say yourself that he was sent as a messenger?
That's not what he says here.
Give her. Okay.
That's not what it says here.
What does it say?
So, what's up? She replied. He responded, I am only a messenger from your Lord.
So who gave him a?
So that is his station. He's a messenger. That's his
Who
job.
gave him the order?
I don't know. Because it says sent
He just sent
to
the
bless
answer.
you with a pure
From your
son.
Lord. From your Lord.
But he's a messenger.
From your Lord.
Okay. The from your Lord
So
part.
who gave the order?
Brother, you're not hungry.
Again, I'm not sure. Huh?
Ah, come on. Okay.
Me?
This discussion
I'll eat later. Don't worry.
Yeah, this discussion is finished.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine.
You're not
But
trying to be genuine here.
ultimately-
because the answer is there, very clear, but you're not trying to answer the question. So,
Ultimately,
I think it's that thing.
that's fine. But ultimately,
My way, etc.
for me,
He's hiding away.
in a simple English reading, I cannot discern
It says
if
your
the,
Lord. I am only a
messenger from your Lord.
your
Full
Lord.
stop.
Okay.
Okay.
So who gave him the order to go as a messenger?
It doesn't
You
say
don't
that.
know.
It doesn't say that. All I know.
Okay, thank you.
No.
Finish.
All
It says your Lord.
all I know,
I am only a
a
messenger from your Lord.
So
If
in
you don't know
his
the
job,
answer, I'm sorry.
in his
brother.
job-
I thought you were smarter than
in
this.
his job and position, he is a messenger from Allah. So that's fine. He can announce himself
So
as a
we
messenger
gave
from
him
Allah.
the order to
But
do this.
instead, he has been
We
sent.
can go to another ayah,
Like-
the story of
for example-
Zechariah, the story of Zechariah.
For example-
and Yahya, okay,
return?
it
For
was
example-
exactly again the same thing.
The word "sent" doesn't even appear in the Arabic.
Sorry?
The word "sent"
إنما أنا
It's different
رسول
in Arabic.
ربك. What does Rasul mean?
Rasul,
Click. What does it say?
a messenger.
Okay,
Right.
Rabbuk. Your Lord.
From your Lord.
So
that
did you make a
bestow.
mistake? Did you just make a mistake?
I didn't.
You didn't.
Because
he said it doesn't say from your Lord. A messenger from your
that's
Lord.
not what I said.
And I proved to you.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
No.
I
What
distinctly.
did you just say? Come on now.
That's not what I said.
I said the word messenger was not in the
No,
Arabic.
sent.
Sent, yeah, it's here.
Sent.
Well, إنما أنا رسول. In Arabic, you say Arabic. When you say I'm Rasul, I mean I'm sent. I'm Rasul.
I'm a messenger.
No, I'll
Sent by
give you an
your God.
example. If I tell you, he has sent me,
Okay.
I've been sent
okay.
by.
So
That's the difference.
So basically, the way I see it, I'm a messenger is the same thing as saying I'm a carpenter.
I'm a messenger for
That's
who?
my job.
No, that's not the same. That's not the same.
You're not Arab, man.
A messenger would have to be sent by somebody.
I'm a delivery man. Listen,
Right or wrong? No, do you agree or wrong?
Huh?
Do you agree? A messenger would have to be sent by somebody. Right or wrong?
Not necessarily.
Right or wrong?
Not necessarily.
A messenger would have to be sent by
Not,
somebody.
not,
right
all,
or
not at
wrong?
all times. A
Right or
messenger.
wrong? No. I need an answer.
Listen.
Right
Not
or wrong?
at all times.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay?
I can't
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
You're not
But
trying to be genuine.
ultimately,
Like a delivery man. You know a delivery man?
كانوا
Yeah?
تتسانس كانوا تتسانس
Delivery man. He's a delivery, but he's been sent by who?
I'm saying
When you deliver
if a,
something, you're a
delivery man
but
is
you've been
so
ordered
sure
by Uber.
sent by a corporation or whatever, right?
so that's
However,
same
in the Arabic here,
Yeah,
in the Arabic, all I'm seeing
So he's a
is
messenger.
he
He must have been
said,
sent in by someone.
he said only. I am only. I guess that's like I am only a messenger or whatever,
It
right?
doesn't say I am only. That's
So,
what you're
so he
you're not
said.
Arab.
So he said
You don't know the language.
only because in order he said only.
That's not what it means, though.
I am
He's an Arab.
messenger. So that means that the way you interpret it
doesn't-
is
so what's your
he
issue?
said, I am only a messenger. Okay?
Yeah.
And then it goes on to say,
You're not
from
even
your
Arab.
Lord, which is great.
Listen, you're not even Arab.
Luckily, I have technology on my side. Now, it says that I may bestow onto you a son.
What is?
So,
I'm gonna pass to you the
forget
message.
that. Forget that.
Yeah.
Tell me what qala means.
إنما
Forget, look
أنا
at,
رسول
forget this.
إنما
Don't look at the English. What does qala mean? Give me the grammatical breakdown.
which one, sorry?
This one. Give me the grammatical breakdown.
Which one? The first one?
No, the whole verse. Give me the Arabic grammatical breakdown.
Why should I do that for you
haven't
when I
understood it.
just read it to you in English?
You haven't understood it.
So you want me to repeat the whole thing in English?
It's English and Arabic, two different languages.
Great, but guess what? They can be translated.
It can't be translated. The Quran's only in Arabic.
They can't be translated.
Quran's only in Arabic.
You can translate Arabic to
Translate
English.
is a best
Yeah,
guess.
that's true.
It's a best guess.
Really? So does this not say, I am only a messenger from your Lord?
In translation, you lose meaning.
So what does it
Do you agree
say?
with that? When
Huh?
you translate
It's
something,
possible, which is why you need good translators. So,
Right.
what does it say?
what it,
Read the whole line
what
to
it
me.
means,
Huh?
it means
No.
that he was sent from God.
And what else? There's more.
He's a messenger sent by God.
And there's more to it. Read the rest of it. Read the whole thing.
لأهب
There's more to it. I guess your Arabic ain't that good.
Yeah, I'm the Arabic.
Oh, you
He's been sent by God.
to do what? There's more. You've read half a sentence. Like, read the rest of it.
Listen, لأهب لك غلاما
Gulam,
زكيا.
yeah.
Read the rest of it.
The person is like
Do you know what
pure
gulam
What does it mean?
Pure person.
So,
Pure person.
so, one second, my brother, one second.
Gulam.
So, a second ago, you were saying that I don't get Arabic,
Do you know what gulam means?
but you yourself don't get it either because you couldn't read the whole
I'll ask you the
sentence.
question. Do you know what gulam means?
I don't know what a gulam means. Ah, son. Okay.
Gulam means slave.
You can say that.
Yeah, but context. Here, it means son, not slave.
How do you know it means son?
غلاما.
Because it is talking about Isa.
I've said Arabic. غلاما is preferred to someone who's slave. A slave or someone or a person. That's what I'm saying.
So it can have two meanings,
Yeah, many.
You can have more than that meaning.
including son.
Alright, so prove to me it means son.
That's what this is.
You can't do that.
David, I think the next one it might mention Mary. I'm sure it might
Yeah,
mention
the-
Mary.
the-
It does
the-
mention
the
the
whole-
context of it is
The whole
about.
thing, yeah.
Yeah.
على إني أن يكون غلاما
Mariam.
Surah Maryam.
Yeah.
What ayah?
19, 20, 21. Yep. No worries.
No, I'm not.
Sorry, do you mind touching me?
Go for it. It says the word gulam there and to mean
So what
son.
you want to know now?
Huh?
What's all this?
It's not about want to know specifically. It's more about
what number?
19, 20. Is it 20?
Listen, what's your point? Get to your
So,
point.
1919, 1920, 1921.
What's your point?
Huh?
What's your point?
So, there appear to be two individual agents here responsible for the creation of Isa. His Allah's spirit and Allah Himself. Because if you look at this, and then you look at Surah,
You say
there's two individual agents involved, people involved in the creation of Isa. The first person is the Spirit of Allah, and the second person is Allah Himself.
Allah is a person.
No.
Yeah?
An individual.
Sure.
Brother, Lord explained to you.
Yep.
Ruha in Quran.
Now listen, you're forcing a Christian interpretation.
It's preferred to
Nah, I'm
Gabriel.
just reading English. That's
We
all.
don't. We don't
Ruh
believe
Allah is preferred to Gabriel. A spirit of Allah, the translation of
Okay.
Arabic is preferred to Gabriel.
That's fine, that's fine. All I'm saying is that in the Quran, it doesn't make it that clear.
that. Listen, you just said two individual people.
Yes.
We don't believe God is a person.
What is He?
We don't know. He's far beyond your intellect.
Does He have a mind?
We don't describe him like that. That's human being.
So He doesn't have a mind.
No, that's human.
Does He have a will?
I don't know.
Does He have a will? You should know that one.
We don't know.
Well,
the only description
I'm not
of
gonna get
Allah
into
is the Quran that has a hand and a face. That's it. That's the only.
Okay, fine. Does He have those two things, a hand and a face?
Yeah. That's the
It's
only
not how you
description we
understand
have
it.
in the Quran.
It's not literal.
That's the only
understand that way because human only
It's not literal.
understand hands and face and picture.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
we
It's
cannot-
impossible to
nobody
describe
sees
God
Allah
Because we
Subhanahu
say,
wa
you know, when we
God
pray,
realize.
we say Subhan Rabbiyal A'la.
No
That
picture.
means
You
Allah
know,
is beyond your
only
comprehension.
believe, you know,
Okay.
what Quran says.
So if you
free-
wanted
free
to
from what you
describe
can't-
Allah, how would you do it?
What he
Sorry?
said.
Allahu ahad.
How do you describe your God in the Bible?
What's the point?
Hang on, how do you describe God in the Bible?
I'm talking about Allah, so can you give me a hand for a second?
Because in the Bible, hang on. Allah Samad Lam Yalid wa Lam- Because in the Bible it said no one see God and leaves. Is Jesus God?
Yeah, He is.
so-
Because it also
so you've
says
seen Him and you
that
are alive.
it also says that Jesus is the exact imprint of God.
No.
So
But
therefore,
listen,
when you see
It's
Jesus,
God- it's God
then you
inside.
see God.
We don't
Simple.
believe in
Hang on, brother,
creator.
hang on, brother.
God
Brother,
and creation
brother.
can't be one.
So
when
Jesus
God
Christ is the
says,
creation.
when your Bible
Christ is in
says,
the
when your
creation.
God in the Bible says,
Now tell
no
me,
one see God
what is
and
Allah?
leaves.
Is He a person?
No, don't change.
Yes. Is Allah a person?
Sorry, no change.
Is
Okay,
Allah
I
a
come back
person?
to you.
No,
Yeah?
he's not a person.
Okay.
No one see God and
So,
leaves.
very simply,
So you're
again,
Christian,
Surah
telling us Jesus is
19:17
God.
and
So you must be
Surah
all dead now.
66:12, they describe two different people who are involved in making Isa.
You know,
Allah and
you know
His
in the
Spirit.
Quran, Allah says
Yep.
the Quran is a guidance for some people and a misguidance for some people.
What ayah?
Yeah.
I don't know about how.
Okay,
Oh yeah. There is
So
a Quran.
it's
Read
evident
Quran,
Yep.
yeah.
that it's misguiding you because what
that's
you're
fine.
doing, what you're doing, you don't know Arabic,
Okay,
Oh, no, it's
and you're forcing a Christian interpretation
Okay.
based on a translation.
because two people are being described as being involved in making Isa.
Yeah, but you can describe it. It doesn't mean that it's literal. Just like the Bible, some verses
So
are literal, some verses are not
how do you discern what is literal and non-literal in the Quran?
literal. I don't know. Neither do you know. Neither does he.
So you're guessing at best.
No, you're not guessing. Allah knows best, but we believe.
Davey,
Okay.
Davey, hear this, read it. Read
But
it.
I have it right here.
No. Read this one. Read your Bible, read Quran, read everything, and then you are going to become a very
what I
good
do know is-
Muslim, I tell you.
What I do know from basic logic is Jesus
This
is
is
not
my
God.
predict.
It's creation.
He is going to
Creation.
become, I love him. He's my son.
Wait, one second. So,
You know, creator and creation can't be
Okay.
the same.
Yeah. I give
so,
you.
oh wait, wrong surah. Sorry, I was reading the wrong number.
Yeah. Read it.
Okay, so.
It's not true.
Well,
It's not true. None of it's true.
Okay, wait. So here. She said, "Indeed, I seek refuge in the most merciful from you.
Yes.
So leave. If you do not, if you should be fearing of Allah." He said, "I am only a messenger of your Lord to give you." Now here it says news.
Yeah.
Here it says news of, but in brackets that means that's on the Arabic. So actually it reads to give you a pure boy.
But yeah, that's true.
Yes, Okay.
That's very true.
So-
that was.
Yeah, Mary's gonna have a
that
son.
was-
Okay.
Hang on, let him read more. Read
Okay.
more.
To give you a pure boy.
Yes.
She said, "How can I have a boy while
and
no
nobody
man has touched
touched
me,
me?
Yeah.
and I have not been unchaste?"
Yeah.
He said, "Thus."
Virgin.
He said, "Thus, your Lord says it is easy
Kun
for me,
fayakun.
right? And we who's we, will make him a sign to the people and a mercy from us.
Let me interject.
And it is a matter already decreed. Okay.
No,
Okay.
more.
Don't worry. I'm going to read you something else. That's fine. No worries.
Let's speak about how Jesus came up in the Bible.
Okay.
The God came down and overshadowed Mary.
So, if we go to Surah 66,
how did you jump from
verse 12, it's describing the same story.
How do you make
Same
God
story. Same
It
story.
doesn't say God's a human.
And
How do you make
Mary,
God a
the
human?
daughter of Imran, who guarded her chastity, so
God's not
we
human.
blew
God's not
into.
human.
Yes.
It says her God or whatever. So we blew into through our. It says angel here, but I'm pretty sure if I look at a translation.
Thank you very much.
Wait, one second. One sec.
Translation. You
One sec.
misunderstood the translation.
1 second. Right here, it says our angel. Yeah. So if I go, because I'm pretty sure in the Arabic
Where's
it
Hatun?
says.
What happened to her?
I have no idea.
Carefully, what happened to you? What happened to Hatun?
Go find her.
No. You know what happened.
Why are you threatening?
No, sir, listen. Jesus never wore a short.
Why are you threatening?
Please keep quiet, man. So here in the Arabic, it doesn't say angel. It says spirits.
Yeah, which spirit?
Here.
Give me a definition of spirit.
There it says our angel.
Give me a definition
So
of spirit.
which one's correct?
It's in the Bible,
Give me-
Gabriel.
No,
Gabriel is called spirit.
You see?
In the Bible, it's called spirit.
Mary,
You can't define spirit.
was it Gabriel?
Listen,
Came
okay.
to Mary.
Brother.
Right.
You know
What's your understanding of spirit?
Gabriel is called spirit.
What's your understanding of spirit?
A non-physical entity.
No, there's
There
different
you
types
go.
of spirit.
No, all-
Gabriel is
all
referred to as spirit. Your soul is
Okay,
referred to as spirit.
so again-
so there's two types of spirit.
It's the same to me, non-physical.
No, but it's not
Is
that.
Gabriel physical?
No, the angel is referred to as
Is
spirit.
Gabriel physical?
No.
So it's the same
Is your
then?
soul physical?
No.
Exactly.
So again,
Two different types of spirit.
I described it as the same, a non-physical entity.
Yeah, but there's not one type. There's different types.
But there isn't though.
There is.
But Gabriel isn't physical, and neither are you.
But your soul's not ain't Gabriel.
No, but Gabriel isn't physical. It's not.
Neither is your soul.
So they're the same thing.
Neither is your soul.
So they're the same thing.
No, there's not. No.
Alrighty. Well,
So you're telling me your soul and Gabriel is the same thing?
yeah, pretty much right now.
Let me tell you how.
Non-physical.
Let me tell you.
You don't believe that?
Huh?
So you're telling me you're Gabriel?
Unless you believe.
Wait, hold on.
Hold on.
Bro. Bro, one second.
In Bible, it's a little bit different. But in the Quran, I'm not quite sure.
Bro, hold on. So you're telling me your soul and Gabriel are the same thing?
Huh?
Your soul and no.
They have the same description because
So you're Gabriel.
Huh?
Are you Gabriel?
That's it.
You said your soul and Gabriel is the same
So,
thing.
Gabriel is
Ask this
non-physical.
question.
So
Listen,
Gabriel is a
stop being around
spirit.
the bush.
And why is he a spirit? Because it's non-physical.
Same or different?
And the same thing with your soul. So they're both non-physical.
Does that mean they're the same?
Therefore, that means that they're the same description.
Does that mean they're the same?
Huh?
The human soul and Gabriel, are they the same thing or different things?
Oh, it's not the thing.
He thinks he's Gabriel. He just said he thinks he's Gabriel.
Sorry, you were saying? That's fine. So, again, same description.
My question is simple.
Both non-physical.
If you don't
There you
understand
go.
English, I don't know what you're translating.
Well, you don't know English or Arabic because you couldn't read the line.
I said to you one
So,
simple question.
Let me hear
that
it.
You could answer. You have a soul, right?
I do.
It's metaphysical.
That's right. Meaning,
I'm not asking you to.
what does that mean?
I'm not asking you to.
You said it. What does it mean? Describe the word, please, sir.
Yes. So what about Gabriel?
Is he also metaphysical?
But are you and Gabriel the same thing?
Well, not the same thing.
You
But
are, you
when
not.
you're talking
Are
about
you or
a
you
soul
not? Are
and a
you-
spirit
answer
and
the
Gabriel,
question. Are you or
they
you
are
not?
the same in that they are both non-physical.
No.
Now, finishing this.
But are they the same?
And Mary,
But are they the
the
same?
daughter of Imran, who guarded her chastity, so we blew through our angel, but the
Answer
actual
my question
Arabic
and
doesn't
then we
say
move
angel.
forward.
And
Answer my question and then we can move forward.
what? You don't remember reading your Quran? Okay, listen, look at it. And she believed in the words of her Lord and his scriptures and was devoted and obedience. So, between the two descriptions,
You said-
Surah 19,
you said-
Surah 17,
you said
who is the
Gabriel
one
is
who
metaphysical.
actually blows the spirit into
You
Mary?
said Gabriel as an entity is metaphysical or spiritual. So is your soul. And my question to you is, are they the same?
In that they are both non-physical? Yes. Now,
Okay.
who is the
No.
who is Isa's daddy?
No.
Is it our Allah or is it Gabriel?
No.
Who is
Okay.
it?
They're both metaphysical, but are they still the same in the metaphysical?
I'm waiting for you. Who is
Is
it?
your soul?
I've answered your question. Now you give me one.
They're both metaphysical, yes. But does that mean they're completely the same?
Who's Isa's daddy?
Does that mean they're completely the same?
Who's Isa daddy?
You don't know who Isa's daddy.
I'm trying to figure it out. So give me a hand.
There's no answer.
Surah 19. Okay. You heard it yourself, guys. There's no
The
answer.
answer is like Adam, the first creation.
But Adam was made from clay.
No.
It literally says that. It literally says that in the Quran.
Which clay are you talking about?
The clay that the angels got or something, according to a hadith.
So you're, as a Christian, you
Yep.
don't believe in metaphysical clay.
No. Do you?
You don't.
No. Do you?
So your physical body is not held by something metaphysical, keeping it the shape, just like the tree.
I don't know about that. Like, is that what you believe?
So then,
do you believe that Allah holds your body together? Is that what you believe?
the shape of your body
Yes.
and the shape of everything doesn't
Yes.
have a metaphysical reality.
I'm not entirely sure. Are you talking about the one of the forms here, or like what are you talking about?
All right then.
Okay. Give me a
You
basis.
can answer the question first.
Give me a basis
So you-
for what you're saying
so
from the
you-
Quran, so I can read it.
So you said Gabriel's metaphysical and you're metaphysical.
Well,
so in
the
that
spirit
respect, so in that respect,
They're the same?
you're the same
Okay.
thing. But does that mean?
Can you show me
Does that mean
in
you're
the Quran
metaphysical?
where it says
Does that mean,
Allah holds
does that
everything
mean
together,
you're metaphysical?
including you?
Does that
So I
mean-
can read it and
does
understand what you
that-
mean.
Does that mean your metaphysical reality and Gabriel's metaphysical reality is the same thing?
Here you go.
Is that the same thing?
It's the Quran. Can you please show me? Can you please show me
Listen, you're not Gabriel.
whatever surah
You
it
can't
says?
do what Gabriel done.
I didn't say that. Can you
Exactly, so
show
you're
me
not the same,
whatever
are you?
surah it
You're not the
says
same, are you?
that Allah holds your
So
body
you're not the
together? Where is that?
No, this is your logic.
No, that's not your logic. You're telling me that
scientific-
everything physical has a metaphysical reality behind
Of course it does.
Can I see that in the Quran,
So
please?
You can use logic.
Okay.
Yeah?
Carry on.
You don't have logic.
No, carry on. I want to see your logic.
So
Because logic is sound argumentation, right? So carry on.
So from logic, can you not understand that the whole universe is protons and neutrons colliding with each other? But it's shaped, we have different shapes. Yeah? So is your body. If you break it down, it breaks down into atoms. But you're shaped in a certain way. Yeah? There's a kind of glue that's keeping you together. Your physical form has a metaphysical form.
Okay, and Allah's doing this, yeah?
Allah is the eternal God.
So he's holding it all together.
He's in charge. He's the ultimate being. How
Okay.
he does that, I don't know. Because I'm not God.
But previously you described that
Previously, I didn't describe.
a
That's what you
metaphysical,
said.
there's
You
something
said-
metaphysical that holds
previously-
together everything.
No, you said, this is what you said. You said it means spirit. Yeah? And
Well,
you
yes, absolutely.
Yeah. And
That word right here?
Yeah. And I said, well, spirit, there's different types. And you said, you agreed with me.
What are the types?
You agreed with me. You said, yeah, this is what you said. You said Gabriel is a metaphysical spirit, yeah? So is your soul.
That word
but
right
you
there.
And, you and Gabriel can't do the same thing.
That word right there?
Yeah, you and
It's
Gabriel
not
can't do
angel.
the same thing.
So that means that this description is
Yeah.
not authentic to the Arabic.
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying to you is, you've acknowledged that you can't do the same thing as Gabriel. Yeah? You're not the same thing. You're
Well,
not
I didn't make Isa, but I'm not concerned about that.
So now-
I'm concerned
so
about
now-
was it Gabriel or the spirit of Allah or Allah himself who caused Isa to be? Because I'm seeing two different accounts here. Who caused it?
Right. So that's a very good question.
Let me show you again. Let me show you again. Let me show you again.
That's a very good question.
Let me show you again, man.
I know it.
You know the verse by heart?
I know the verse, yeah.
Which one is it? The first one?
I don't know. I've read the verse.
Okay. Do you mind reading that again, please? Just right here.
Listen, you know what this is talking about? You
right here,
can't-
21.
Listen, you can't use one verse in isolation.
I'm using two. I'm using two.
You got to look at the whole context.
I
There's
am.
many verses.
I am. So there's only
So what you're
two
the
that
verse
talk
is
about
talking
this.
It's talking about the creation of Jesus. Yeah. Now Jesus
Yes.
wasn't conceived in the normal way. The Quran
I
acknowledges
fully
that.
understand that.
The Quran
I'm
acknowledges
simply
that.
trying to figure out who is the one.
Who caused?
Who caused? Exactly.
God's the ultimate cause.
Okay, but then in this description here, is it the spirit of Allah? So right here, is it the spirit of Allah or is it Allah himself? That's what I want to know.
Well, God caused the universe. He's the ultimate cause of everything.
Well,
So
okay.
what are you talking
okay.
about?
So basically, if you go down that line of argumentation, okay, if you say that God is the cause of everything, that means God is also the cause of evil. Do you believe that?
He created evil, yes.
So does God cause it?
Causing it, we partake in that. We choose
Right,
free
right.
will.
But you don't forget, you said that He's the cause of everything.
No. I just said the ultimate cause.
Okay.
Is God created evil. It doesn't mean He causes it by His will. We have free will. So we can choose between good and evil.
Okay, but then like you've heard about like natural and moral evil, right? Like when like earthquakes happen and buildings fall down, all that stuff, right? Is that us or is that Allah?
Well, it could be. Well, it's hard to distinguish, isn't it? Because you can artificially make an earthquake nowadays.
I don't think you can yet.
You can.
I'm not sure you can do that quite yet, but okay. Anyway, so we have.
You can put detonations where the earth lines are. It can be done, you know.
But who does that currently?
The ultimate one in charge is by the permission of Allah.
Okay.
Yeah?
So.
But man can manipulate.
So Allah is the ultimate cause here between like Surah 19:19 and Surah 66:12 is what you're saying.
No,
However, there's two different
I'm not saying that. You're just trying to
So what are you saying then for this exactly?
I'm saying Jesus is exactly what the Quran says. He's not the Son of God. Yeah, he's a messenger of God.
Okay.
He's a human being.
Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't have divine characteristics.
But he does. He can breathe life into things.
Yeah, but that's by the permission.
And technically, he isn't dead yet. So
yeah,
he's still alive.
Yeah, he's not dead yet.
So he's going to be the longest living human being ever.
Well, the Quran acknowledges that Noah 900 plus 50 years.
But Isa's older than that now. He's like 2K plus.
Yeah, but the Quran acknowledges that. It doesn't mean that he's God.
But he's divine.
It doesn't mean he's divine.
But, okay.
That's jumping a bit too far.
So for example, right now, where is he?
He's with Allah.
What's he eating?
We don't know.
But he's a human being, right? So he needs food, right?
No, this is quite technical.
So is he a human in heaven right now or something else?
Because there's a human body.
Yes.
And then there's your soul, yourself.
Okay.
Which is your metaphysical body.
Okay.
They're both connected.
So what's sustaining his physical body right now?
His physical body, I don't know where it is, but it's going to be, you know how it was created? It could be reverse engineered.
So right now, from your understanding,
you know, like a bit like I'm going to use an analogy.
Okay.
A bit like, if you watch that film Terminator.
Yeah.
Mercury Man.
So, but he's made of like an alloy.
Yeah.
That can.
So God can destroy the protons and neutrons and bring it back together.
So right now, from your understanding, Isa in heaven isn't a human being. He's like a ghost.
Look, Isa hasn't experienced death.
Okay.
I don't know the house. I'll be ignorant to go into it. Neither you know or I know. Only God knows. But what we do believe that he's alive. He's not experienced death. Yeah. We believe he's going to come again, but we don't believe that means that he's divine, because the Quran is quite clear.
What does that mean?
Because the Quran is quite clear. The Quran says that God is unlike his creation.
And so is Isa.
No, his creation.
Because if Isa is the word of God, the word of God is not temporary, it's eternal.
No.
So if Isa himself is the very word of Allah,
that's not what we believe.
Then no, but again, look at what your text actually says. If he is the actual word of Allah, if he was not born from any man, and if currently he lives in heaven on the same plane as Allah, which by the way,
we don't believe
Allah lives above his throne.
We don't believe Allah lives. This throne is not how you understand it to be the throne.
Okay,
it's not a literal throne.
Does Allah live in heaven? The answer is no.
Allah doesn't say live. Yeah?
He lives above
Human beings
it.
Live and die.
Okay, awesome. So does Allah reside in heaven or elsewhere?
Listen, you know when you say live, it means that he can
reside.
He's all knowing.
I changed the word reside. Stay.
If it means
occupy.
If he occupies, then that means he can deoccupy. Someone can take.
What does deoccupy mean?
I don't know. There's an opposite to it.
Where does Allah reside?
All I know, he's above creation. He's above.
Okay, awesome, great.
Yeah,
now,
but not in the physical
when
sense.
the Quran says that he raised Isa to himself, does that mean that Isa currently is above creation?
No, it means he's in a different world of space and time.
But where does Allah stay?
It doesn't mean that, man. He's not a human being. He doesn't stay anywhere.
But Allah says he raised him to himself.
No.
Can I find out somewhere? I think that's 3:1.
The Quran says Allah created 7 different dimensions of space and time. Yeah. Now,
357, I believe.
The word is samawat. Yeah. Listen to what I'm saying.
I'm hearing you. Carry on.
You're not hearing me.
I heard you samawat. Keep going. There's 7 different things of existence. Go ahead.
Listen.
Yep.
Yeah. What you're describing is a human understanding to God. We don't believe that.
Okay.
You're making God into some kind of human, like he stays here, he's living, so he might die. He's
But
got a
the
throne.
Quran
Understand?
says that
Like,
he
what
resides on his throne.
Yeah, but that's not how we understand it.
How do you understand it?
Yeah? This throne is not like a literal throne. Like, you know, like King Charles has a throne. Yeah?
Bro, are you a Christian? Yeah?
I am, yes.
Yeah, so where does the Father reside?
Huh?
Where does the Father reside?
The Father resides outside of creation. So the Father does not reside in the created order, which is why, perfect segue, nice segue. Now, when in the Bible we talk about where Isa or Jesus currently is, Jesus Christ is seated at the right hand of the Father. So wherever the Father is, he's at his right hand, the hand of power. So now, when I ask you about Isa,
You're making God and creation the same.
when I ask you about Isa, and you tell me that he has been taken up to where Allah is,
No, he's not where Allah is.
I am forced to
He's
believe.
not. Allah is pure creation.
I am forced to believe that potentially he is now divine in a way,
No, 'cause
like Allah.
No, he's not. It doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that. Creation and creator can't be the same.
But if Isa is the word, then I mean,
No, it doesn't
for my understanding as well,
That's
there-
exactly,
there are-
exactly
there are-
what you said. Your understanding.
Yes,
Your
from,
understanding.
from my understanding, there are actually sects of Islam that believe that all the prophets pre-existed.
All the prophets.
Pre-existed.
What do you mean by pre-existing?
So all the existed before the world was created, as souls, and then they were sent down.
Which world? So you have the material world, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So the material world. I'm talking about the material world.
So there's also worlds outside of the material world which the Quran acknowledges. Because the Quran says there's 7 different samawat. And
But heavens, right?
It's not heavens. That's a bad translation. Because the
Dimensions,
There's still a bad translation.
realms.
Still a bad, different. Like, I'll give you a more accurate translation. Different worlds of space and time. Because space and time is different there. Which is a realm.
That could work as a dimension too.
Yeah, but it's a different. You have a dimension. This dimension has a specific time and space.
Sorry?
What's outside the universe?
I have no idea. But what I would say is like
all this universe and
everything
everything's part
in
of-
the created order. So everything in the universe, either observable or unobservable, is part of God's creation. That's what I say.
Yeah, but that's this universe.
Huh?
This thing's outside of this universe. In
No,
a
so
different
what I would say is everything.
So
in
where
the-
Isa is right now, where do you go when you die? Before you existed, all of this, the life after death.
Well, it
this will
depends.
exist in a different
If I
dimension
go to
of
the
space.
Quran, I think I could potentially go to hell because we're all going to hell because we're going to cross. We're all going to be put in the fire, and then Allah will take us out
Hell
of the fire.
does exist.
No, but what is your point about God being
So
in a
if Isa is currently where God is, and in the Christian context,
Why do you think that?
in the Christian because the Quran says so, like we
doesn't say what
raised him to ourselves. That's what the Quran says.
But how do you know that to mean that he's with God?
If I bring him to me,
No, but like
that means
show me
that he's.
evidence,
Huh?
not your interpretation. Show me where.
So Allah says that we raised him to ourselves.
According to who?
Huh? According to Allah.
Where does it say that?
Surah 3. So Surah 3, I think is it 57 or 140 something? So where is
Yeah.
it?
So why does it say our, and why doesn't it say me?
Because okay, this is actually
You got to know a bit of grammar, right?
because
This is-
for some reason Allah likes to refer to himself as plurals and singulars. It's weird.
No, wait, hold on. That's a stupid answer.
It's true.
It's a very stupid answer.
It is true.
Because even any grammarian or anyone in language, right, will tell you that there's a royal we. Yeah.
So
Do you know what the royal we is?
If it's a royal we, why does Allah
right.
also
So you
use?
acknowledge the royal we.
No. If it's that, why does he use I, we, us, and he? Why does he use that?
Because he's emphasizing a certain point. Yeah.
Bro, yeah, like to be honest, bro, it's linguistics of the Quran. It's like for example.
Because when he's referring to the royal we, he's referring to.
because he's not.
355. When Allah said, "O Jesus, indeed I will take you and raise you to myself and purify you from those who disbelieve and make those who
Does that
follow
mean
you."
that doesn't mean he's God?
Bottom line, wherever Allah resides, Isa's there.
If I raise you
And
to
from a
myself,
Christian
it doesn't
context,
mean, like raise you to myself.
what does it mean? 55.
physical-
And from
Doesn't mean he's God.
from a Christian context, we believe
Exactly.
that Jesus Christ has ascended into heaven and is seated on the right hand of the Father.
Yeah, but in the Quran it says God is unlike creation. So Jesus is.
So is Isa. How's Isa like a creation? Look, listen. Let's count the ways. Born without a father, unlike creation. right?
Adam was born
like literally the only things that we know of that can procreate with themselves are like worms.
What about Adam?
Huh?
What about Adam?
Adam was fashioned from black clay. Difference. Okay. Now, check it out. Check
He
it out.
didn't have a father.
Check it out. Check it out.
It doesn't make him God.
Adam died. Isa ain't died yet. Okay. Right. Let's add more. Let's add more. Isa.
I know. So we believe he's going to come back
Isa
again.
had the power to give life to inanimate objects. Who else in the entire Quran can do that? Allah. Only.
No.
Isa had the power to give life to inanimate objects.
Right.
Nobody else can do that. Yeah? Because what happened to Musa in Surah 20 verse 10 when he first saw Allah?
Hold on.
Are you trying to prove God?
Listen.
Huh?
Jesus is God from the Quran.
Even in the Quran.
Listen.
Even in the Quran.
So you're telling me.
Yep.
So you're telling me.
One second. Again, when Musa first met Allah, what happened to him? He had a staff, and what happened to the staff? It turned into a snake.
1 second.
I can show you.
1 second.
So Allah himself can turn inanimate
You know when
objects
someone has a
into
cardiac
live
arrest,
objects.
when someone's dead.
And so can Isa.
Listen.
So there's some kind of relation there.
Let me know when you're finished.
What does that make Musa?
Huh?
What does that make Musa?
Nothing. Because
no,
Musa didn't do it. Allah did it. Musa didn't do it because when it happened, Musa got scared.
What did Isa do? On behalf,
So you know when someone
he bred
has
life into inanimate
in
objects.
A&E?
He fashioned clay birds.
What about A&E?
And then blew
What
life
about
into
in
them,
A&E?
and they came alive.
What about in A&E?
So Isa literally has the power of life.
What's that machine?
A defib. A defib.
Right. So when you shock someone and they come back to life, does that mean that's God?
No, because all you're doing there is restarting their heart, right? Now, if Isa can blow life into something that didn't have life.
No, yes, so just like that.
No, but the birds were clay, so they weren't alive. So it's very, very different. The birds were clay, like Adam.
Yeah, but Isa's not God, it's by the permission of God.
It doesn't say that. So Isa is divine, even within this Quran. Brother, I would encourage you, if you have the time, please go and read the Bible. But in particular,
you know what it says in the Quran?
Read Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. The Quran says this. Let me show you. Surah 10, verse 94. Let me show you. The Quran says this.
I feel like you're just picking. Can you give me the context?
The Quran says this, right?
Can you give me the context as well?
What kind of behind what, sorry?
The context of the surah and then the hadith as well linked to it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Before you make a.
Sorry, dog, I'm not a scholar like that.
But then why are you reading it like that?
Because. So wait a second.
So you're reading it.
So wait a second. So I can't read the Quran without having a book of hadith next to me.
No, because
the Quran says he's the son of Mary.
Huh?
Yeah.
Which is fine.
You're insincere.
We believe that too.
And he's a
That's
messenger
fine.
of God.
That's fine. We believe that as well. But also, he's divine.
So if you were sincere, you would look at hadith and you look at the interpretation of the scholars.
Okay. Which one? Which book? Do I look at Bukhari, Muslim, Ibn Majah, Al-Nasr, Ibn Dawood? What am I looking at?
You can't look at anything. You need a scholar. You need a scholar.
I see. So your religion is as such, where I cannot make any statements
That's with any religion.
unless I go to a scholar.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Like Christians,
So
you have your fathers.
in Christianity,
you have fathers.
In Christianity,
spiritual fathers.
In Christianity,
You have spiritual
we
fathers.
can say wholeheartedly
I don't know what
that
sect of
Christ
Christianity
is God without being a scholar, because our scripture says so.
No, it's because in the Nicene Creed.
What year was that?
No, hold on, bro. Right?
Yeah.
Let me just explain.
In Nicene Creed.
Just explain one thing. In the Quran, yeah,
Yes.
there's things that are ambiguous, yeah, which you need.
But we don't know what those are.
Yeah. Look, all people of the scripture, which is you Christians, do not commit excess in your religion.
One God.
I'll come on to you in a second.
Yeah, the Messiah Jesus,
Give me
the
one
Son
second.
of Mary,
Let me
but the
go
messenger of Allah.
Those are all clear cut. Like for example, alcohol.
Do you know what happened in the Nicene Creed?
I do. But
You know, in the
let me
Nicene Creed, there was Orius. He was from Africa, and he said
His name wasn't Orius.
Yeah, he said
His name wasn't Orius. It was Arius.
Arius. Bad pronunciation.
Okay.
Same person. But what he said, that he's a messenger of God.
That's not what he said.
He didn't agree.
That's not what he said.
And
you ever know? Okay, so all right.
Those who disagreed, with the Nicene Creed, they were persecuted, executed.
They weren't.
Read the history.
They weren't.
Read
okay,
the history.
I know exactly what you're
the
reading.
history.
Okay, so no, this is great. Come on, please, come on. So this is actually great.
You know in the Nicene Creed,
tell him.
They were Christian scholars or fathers who
Tell him.
and he said he's not divine, he's a messenger of God. They were persecuted, excommunicated, and banned.
Do you believe him, by the way? Do you believe what he says?
He's going
Do
to
you believe
rewrite, you know, his history. So basically, in early Christianity,
Let's go.
they did not believe what he believed.
Okay.
The early Christians, before the Nicene Creed, in Christianity,
Please
they
prove
did
it.
believe. So you're telling me before the Nicene Creed, there wasn't a sect of Christianity that believed that he was the messenger of God and not the son of God?
There might have been.
Exactly.
But again, they were heretics. And even in the Bible, it tells you that if anybody comes with a new gospel, don't believe the... Yes, I am. Look, are you giving the Quran? Yeah, 1 second.
The first 300 years of Christianity, this wasn't a thing.
That's a lie.
This wasn't a thing.
That's a lie.
Christians were debating it.
Prove it.
Your argument,
There wasn't a consensus.
your argument is this
Yes.
that Allah
David, do you really want to say your role?
I'm in, talking to these two guys. Let me figure it out. Don't worry.
When Jesus went,
Carry
the
on.
first 300 years before the
Pause. Finish
Christians
up.
weren't agreed that whether he was divine
Finish up, please.
or whether he was the messenger of God.
That's not true. That's true.
Now,
That's
in the
wrong.
Nicene Creed,
Let's go, man.
those who believed that he was the messenger
That's
of God,
wrong.
they were persecuted, excommunicated.
Okay.
He's going to rewrite history.
Can you give me any numbers,
He rewrite history.
any dates,
He existed.
any names
He existed.
at all?
He existed.
Okay. Do you want to hear who's about by the way?
Let's just take your
Okay.
let's take that
So your
verse,
interpretation ain't
from-
conclusive.
from like just argument's sake.
Let's do it. Okay.
So if so you're saying right?
Yes.
If God brings Jesus, right, like to himself,
Yes.
that means what?
That Isa is divine.
No.
Because wait. Can any mere man?
Where does it say that in the Quran?
Okay, so
Where does it say in the Quran?
for example,
If you bring your son
Where does
closer,
it
for
say
does that
example,
mean your son
you have in Sahih Muslim.
Where does it say
But
that
hold on.
In Sahih Muslim,
Me and him now the same. Come here. Are we the same?
Bro, you
are you God? Are you God?
bro, you're
creating-
making inferences.
Okay, so in
suit your
Sahih
narrative.
Muslim
you attribute to God that you attribute to
197a,
anyone
it
else.
talks about
Bro,
Allah.
you can't just do that, man. It doesn't
So-
work like that. Like, you're not even
So,
admitted you're not a scholar,
here,
bro. So why are you showing
re-
me things that like?
Don't worry, I know some basic stuff, okay? So, very simply, look at this. Look at this.
Can I say something? Right?
Look at that, please, okay? So, this describes
Surah An-Nisa,
that
verse
Allah
171.
has a veil of light that stops him from being able to destroy creation because of the radiance of his face. Okay?
You interpret
So,
that.
no.
What's your name,
That's
bro?
what it says,
What's your name?
David. That's what it says. That's what it says, okay?
No, but
Okay?
your Christian
So now,
interpretation-
don't forget, Allah is so powerful that he can do this stuff, okay? Now, do you think any
Wait, doesn't
mere
make it
man
creation.
can stand before
How
Allah?
does that mean creation?
In this case. Okay, they can't. Now, if Isa is standing before Allah, Allah,
you're
like
just
I read
mixing
for you
matching.
in Surah 55, that would mean that Isa is in some way divine. That Isa is in some way divine. He's not a mere man.
What does divine mean?
Huh?
What is divine?
Of God.
Of God. And
Of
you
God.
think that because the surah is saying God
that-
himself,
No, yeah.
that means he's divine. That means he's divine.
That's one of the reasons. I gave you three.
And the other reason we do miracles.
Because he can do miracles that only God can do.
Well, most prophets in
He
Islam-
resides where God resides,
all prophets in
and
Islam-
he's never tasted death.
What?
He's never tasted death.
That doesn't mean he's God.
That doesn't mean he's
If
God.
somebody doesn't taste it, what's that mean?
How did he get life?
What does
Huh?
that mean?
What does that mean?
Okay, no, according
That
to
means that they are immortal like God. Huh? Sorry? When?
The Quran says God is unlike
But wait, he's gonna die and then come back again.
David.
And then what?
Then he gets buried in Medina next to the Prophet. His grave's there.
David, I'm sure you're a very smart guy, yeah, but
So-
Go and visit.
but you're
Well, when it happens, it does. Huh?
You're making so many inferences, eh?
All I'm saying is that there are some very so
Listen,
the only way that we can
Let's run with this fairy tale.
to distinguish Allah from his creation.
All right, answer my one
right?
question.
We have to do it in what? In terms of action.
Your fairy
So,
tale-
Certainly, Allah can only do certain actions
You know
that
your
nobody
fa-
else
you know your
can.
myth.
Actions like creation.
Yeah, but you know
right?
what?
So if you can tell me anybody else who can create things out of nothing
Your
or give
understanding-
life to things that
see,
don't
your
exist,
understanding-
then in that case, in that case,
Listen,
huh?
I feel like you want one over, yeah. So why don't you
If
have
that's,
a
how,
discussion,
Yeah,
bro?
but
if that's how you
listen,
feel,
listen.
that's
What's your
fine.
name?
But even within your text itself, it doesn't
doesn't
allude to
say
the
that. It says
idea
God is
that
unlike
Isa
creation.
is divine. Huh?
Where does it say that Isa's divine?
It doesn't say that Allah is divine. It doesn't say that. But we can allude as such because of his
It
actions.
says God. Allah is one God and we should be...
That doesn't mean I'm one man. So what?
Verse 171.
There you go.
He's a messenger of God.
Sorry?
He's got attributes.
Great, and so does Isa. That's the important part. Right? Where are we going?
Who did Isa pray to?
Okay, let me finish. Let me finish. Give me 2 minutes. Okay, all right. So, that's fine. What I was to say though is that if you want to know more about the actual Isa, the both of you need to go get yourself a little Bible app.
Let me ask you,
and read Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Got it?
Let me end on this.
Let's go. Let's go.
According to your Christian scholars, it's corrupted.
You know, if your Bible is wrong, yeah, or if there's contradictions, yeah.
Yep.
What does that mean for you? I'll end it on that.
So, unless there are theological contradictions, right?
There's theological.
Unless there are, then it doesn't matter. Now, if in your Quran, written by Allah,
he's saying
if I find any contradictions in this, that would then mean that Allah is the one who wrote it.
After Jesus was taken up, right?
Wait, what? Before the Nicene Creed,
right?
After Jesus was taken up, okay,
before the Nicene Creed, some Christians believed,
they weren't Christians.
According to what you?
Yes, because in order to be a Christian, you have to believe in the life, death, and resurrection of Jesus Christ.
Is it in Eritrea? You know, right now in Africa, there are Christians who believe Jesus is not the Son of God.
So, for example,
do you consider them Christians?
For example, you have Muslims who believe that there are prophets after Muhammad. Are they Muslims?
No, they're not Muslims. No. So you consider them not Christians?
There you go.
They're not Christians.
If you do not believe that Christ is the Son of God,
so before the Nicene Creed, there were Christians who believed that he wasn't the Son of God.
Before and after the Creed, there were.
So during the Creed, so you just persecute.
Even today.
Do you believe in the Trinity?
I do, yes.
You do, yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, bro. It's good to meet you, man.
Matthew, Mark, and John.
According to. So
Matthew, Mark,
so
and
what
John.
happened in the Nicene Creed? Who did this?
Okay. So very simple wrap up. Nicene Creed. What happened was Christianity. Stop. Let me do my thing. Christianity was illegal. Christianity was illegal for a long time in Rome. Eventually, in the year 313, it became legal. Then in 325, what ended up happening, was that some bishops were called over from the Western Roman Empire and the Eastern. When they came together, to discover some things.
There wasn't Tom, Dick, and Harry. These were Christian fathers.
Yes, they came there. Well, no, bishops.
Theologians.
They came there in order to determine how Christians should agree on how to practice certain things. They agreed on participating in usury, participating in Easter and Christmas, and they also mainly wanted to stamp out a heresy called Arianism. Essentially, a bishop in Alexandria called Arius was out here telling people that Jesus Christ wasn't him. He was saying that Jesus Christ was not of the same essence as the Father. But instead, the majority of the people who were there, 316 out of 318 bishops, all agreed that Jesus Christ was divine because he was as divine as the Father. And so, this was already believed by Christians all the time past, all the way from Jesus, which is why when they voted, only 2 people voted against it. So there you go. That's history. All right, people, I have talked with some Muslims. I'm gonna give them a free Quran. You guys want this?
That's not a Quran. That's English.
I got given a free Quran by one of my friends, and then we went through some verses here. I'm trying to prove to my buddy here that Isa is divine according to the Quran. Isa can create life out of nothing. Isa is raised to heaven where Allah is.
Quran 171 says
Allah
he's
lives
the messenger
above
of
heaven. Yes, he's a messenger. Yes, he's the son of Mary, but he's also divine as well.
No,
because as Allah does, Isa does.
All right.
Hopefully, my friend here can go and read Matthew, Mark, and John and become a Christian one day. Hopefully.
Thank you.
All right. No worries.
Take care. Next
All right. Give me that.
We disagree. We don't believe he's divine.
Give me that. Isa, I'll see you later.